Hey guys, Athena here, and welcome to my second channel where I never post videos. And there's reasons why I never post videos on this channel, and there's also reasons why I never make vlogs really, and never make follow me around day tag videos and stuff like that. So maybe at some point I'll make a video about why I never make videos on this channel, but that's not going to change the fact that I don't make videos on this channel that often. Because I will be doing Veda. So today is Veda number 4. Veda is vlog every day in April. And as I say that, you might think to yourself, well, Veda number 4, okay, April 4th, that makes sense. Where are Vedas 1, 2, and 3, Maria? They do not appear on your channel. Yeah, I know. Vedas 1, 2, and 3 will appear at some point over the course of the next month. And they will not appear in numerical order because I unfortunately did not decide 100% that I would even be taking part in this whole vlog every day in April challenge until today. And I spent the last 3 days debating about whether or not I would have enough, whether or not I would be able to make a video every day, and whether or not I had, interesting enough ideas that I wanted to talk to you guys about for the entire month. And I realized that yes, I've been thinking about this too much. I could have already made videos for the last 3 days, and I just really want to participate. And I feel that over the course of the next month, we will get to know each other much better than you guys have gotten to know me on my main channel, because my main channel is not super personal videos. It's more, me talking about culture and language learning and stuff like that. But on this channel, we get to chillax and take a step back and make videos on the webcam and not edit them, and that's how it's gonna be. So today, as Veda number 4's main video topic, I want to talk about accents. I want to specifically talk about, I don't know why that just happened. I just had like this major slur. But I want to talk about accents, and I want to share a story with you of something that happened recently, because this is something that happens to me all the time, and I want to know if it happens to you guys. So first thing that I have to say, just in case you aren't really familiar with my main channel, or you don't know anything about me, hi, I'm Maria Athena. I am 21 years old. I'm American. I'm from right near Philadelphia. And I speak fluent German, and I also speak some French, and I learn lots of different foreign languages because I have an interest in learning lots of different foreign languages. And I'm studying primarily to become a German translator. And one thing that interests me a lot is not just specifically, German language and German culture and just language in general, but also linguistics and, accents, pronunciation, regional discrepancies in use of language, and different things like that. So something that happened recently to me was that I went to visit a friend of mine who was studying abroad, she still is studying abroad, in Dublin, Ireland. And while I was there, I met all of her roommates, and I was only there for a week, but the first couple days I was there, 2 or 3 days, I met all of her roommates, who were all girls. And we got to talking, and we talked about lots of different things. And one thing that I did, because this was my first time in Ireland, I made mental notes and actual notes about the girls' pronunciation in general. I asked them all, what regions they were from, and whether or not they were considered to have a stronger accent than the people who were from the Dublin area and stuff like that. And so basically for the first 3 days, I was really interested. I was really tuned in, listening to the minor discrepancies between the girls' accents who I met, and then also comparing their accent to my friend's accent, because her accent is our area's accent pretty much, typical of my area in the States. And my accent is not typical of my area in the States, because I lived for half the year in my area, which, an hour outside Philadelphia. And then I spend most of the year in Baltimore, Maryland. That's where I go to school, and that's where I spend most of my time. And then in the summers, or at least for the past 3 summers, I've been coming to Germany and doing different, summer programs and learning stuff like that, and just talking in German the whole time. So, my accent has been tainted by learning different languages, and I say tainted, I don't mean it as a bad thing. I just mean that it's not as purely dialectical or as purely regional as it was before I moved out of my region. Yeah, that's just something that I've noticed a lot. But anyway, so I was comparing my friend's roommate's accents with her accent, so like our typical accent. And over the course of the week, I developed a very strong, I would consider it very strong. It was to the point where people were asking me how many years I was living in Dublin because my accent was so strong. But anyways, I developed we'll just call it a standard Dublin accent or perceived Dublin accent. Like that's what I thought it sounded like the people were speaking or sounding like when they were talking in Dublin. And my friend thought I was doing it on purpose. I was not doing it on purpose. This is something that happens to me all the time. Whenever I go to a different place, my accent changes itself. And I don't know if this is specifically just a mimicry thing because some people, whether intentionally or unintentionally, will mimic other people's accents basically to make themselves seem like they belong more, to become more sympathetic to the people that you're talking with and getting along with, and also to kind of incorporate yourself into the group and not seem like the foreign, like obviously foreign presence in the group. But so the whole week, my friend was saying, you got to stop talking like that. And I said, I can't, like every time I would try to say anything, it was with this like really like radically different accent from how it is now. And then even when I was Skyping with my family when I was over there, I still had this hugely obvious accent that like when I was actually talking with some more relatives, because while I was there it was St. Patrick's Day and all my relatives got together because all my American relatives are like we're a huge like Irish family, and like I was talking with some of my other relatives like aunts and uncles via Skype, and I had to really try to tone down the accent because I knew that they wouldn't like know what I was like. They wouldn't get that like I couldn't stop talking like that. So I just watered it down a lot, and it just sounded, I guess, kind of like maybe I was drunk, which wouldn't have been surprising because it was St. Patrick's Day. Who knows? But like, yeah, it was just really interesting to me to see like how rapidly or how quickly my accent would change to fit the regional accent, because I've heard of some people who they said, they've been living in a country, they're Americans, or they'll go to England and live in England for quite some time. Like I have a cousin who lives in England, and she's married to a German, but she's American. And I actually haven't heard her speak, so I'm not sure if she has, if she's maintained her typical American accent that she grew up having, or if she's developed a, the British or the English accent of the area that she's in, simply because she has been living there for like over 10 years. Sorry. But I thought that it was just interesting that in the course of 1 week, my accent managed to change itself so much. And my question for you guys is, when you travel, if you are a person whose accent changes, how long does it take until your accent changes? Are you someone who consciously thinks about the differences in accents when you go traveling places? Is it something you notice a lot? Or is it something that it just kind of happens and you don't even have any interest in linguistics or foreign languages or dialects at all, and just all of a sudden you find yourself talking with this really, really stark accent? That's what interests me today. So, yeah. Oh, and another interesting thing that happened, the second I returned to Germany, the accent was gone. I couldn't even recreate it. I've been trying to, I have to, I want to look for different Irish media things. I know there's Channel 4, but that's like a Gaelic Irish channel that I'll watch online. But, the second I came back to Germany, my accent went back to it's like very standard American pronunciation, and then it stopped having the Irish at all, and then I couldn't even recreate it until I really thought about the whole thing. Like I was, I had to kind of like trigger myself into being able to talk like I was talking the whole time when I was in Dublin. So like I would listen to Irish music, and then I would like be dancing to it and just doing kind of work with Irish language, and that made me more apt to be able to talk at least for a couple minutes with the accent just to practice it. But so, I want to find some Irish media, and I'll let you guys know about Irish media and stuff in the future when I talk about other accents and things like that. But I just want to listen to more things, specifically reading more text just from the Dublin area, and then watching movies and TV shows that are set in Dublin by actors from that area, just so that I can try to recreate the accent again and really pick it up again, because I love being able to do different accents, and I love that my accent changes when I travel. Sorry that this video is coming up on 11 minutes, but it's been nice talking to you guys, and I can't wait to hear what you think. And if you have any topics you want me to talk about, put them down in the description box, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Okay, bye. Oops, I went to click it, but it wasn't on the stop button. So now it's for reals. Bye.